Ever wondered how a single battle could shape the destiny of two empires? Let's rewind to August 1914, just weeks into the First World War. Russia, the steamroller of the East, launched a massive two-pronged invasion into German East Prussia. The German High Command was terrified. Their main forces were tied up in France, leaving the Eastern Front dangerously exposed. It seemed like a swift Russian victory was inevitable. The Russian First Army, commanded by General Rennenkampf, pushed in from the northeast, while the Second Army, under General Samsonov, advanced from the south. The plan was to encircle and crush the outnumbered German Eighth Army. However, a fatal flaw undermined their strategy. The two Russian generals despised each other, and their armies' communications were shockingly poor. They were practically operating blind, using unencrypted radio messages that the Germans easily intercepted. This is where the German commanders, Paul von Hindenburg and Erich Ludendorff, saw their chance. They devised a daring, high-risk plan. Leaving only a small cavalry screen to delay Rennenkampf's First Army, they used Germany's efficient railway network to rapidly move the bulk of their forces south. Their target, Samsonov's Second Army. They would encircle the encirclers. The German trap snapped shut. Over 4 days of brutal fighting near the town of Tannenberg, Samsonov's army was completely surrounded and systematically destroyed. The Russian soldiers, exhausted and outmaneuvered, surrendered in droves. Over 90,000 were taken prisoner, and tens of thousands more were lost. Devastated by the catastrophic defeat and the loss of his army, General Samsonov tragically took his own life. The Battle of Tannenberg was a stunning tactical masterpiece for Germany, a national triumph that turned Hindenburg and Ludendorff into heroes. For Russia, it was a national tragedy, a humiliating blow that exposed deep weaknesses in its military command and foreshadowed the immense struggles that would ultimately lead to revolution. It was a battle that not only saved East Prussia but also echoed through the corridors of history, altering the course of the war and the fate of nations. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the past. See you next time.